What up? And welcome back to another episode of Ramblings in the Basement. Go ahead.
Alright, now I was just saying welcome back.
So just adding. So
Yeah, just welcome back. I'm just trying to go to the excitement right there. Let's go.
building up that hype. Alright.
So it is a new area. We're just outside. We just opened the door and everything like that. But the reason why we did that is because today we're going to smoke again.
Yes,
Or we're doing it outside. See how it is. See if we like it. It might be a one-time thing. It might not. If you like it, just let us know.
Yeah, I guess I'll put a poll if I remember.
But if anything, if you're not 18,
But yeah, you gotta leave.
Yeah, you can't.
If you're under 18, you gotta get the fuck out.
Yep, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. We appreciate it for this episode. Get the fuck out.
I love you guys. Alright.
Alright, now let's start this off. I'm not gonna lie, these blunts are pretty shitty, like the way I rolled them, but it's because of the actual blunt itself.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about that.
Yeah.
As long as it hits, that's what matters. So besides, the people on camera, they can't see all the details. They just look like a blunt to them. They can't see how it's rolled.
But I can when I edit it.
You can. Are you saying because you could from last video?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it. But last video, the actual blunts were good.
So you think you're gonna be able to tell them? I feel like it's gonna be like small. You're not gonna be able to see.
I feel like the way I lit the blunt, it's like the opposite. Feels weird. But honestly, today we're just pretty much gonna be talking about anything that we really want to talk about, like everything that we learned, experienced.
Put in some suggestions, because honestly, I appreciate that one fan that put a suggestion, because that was a good topic.
About siblings, yeah.
Yeah, about favorites and how that affects you. Because we be running out of ideas sometimes to talk about things to talk about. But that's why we try to get guests too. So keep it interesting. I don't know if anyone has ever noticed that shit right here, the thing on the mic. If you ever see me pushing that shit, or if you ever hear, I don't think you could hear it, but that shit bothers me. So I'm sorry if you ever see me pushing that shit back.
Yeah, I didn't even know that shit was.
Yeah, that shit always pops off. That shit bothers me. So I'm sorry if you see me fucking touching the mic randomly. I know I be doing it randomly without even like realizing it, because it's just like it's a subliminal thing at this point. I just do it subconsciously.
That's been like the.
It's been like that since we started.
Oh shit! I want low-key want to see on all the videos that we have.
I go back,
see how much times he goes. Doo, 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 doo.
Yeah, but that shit bothers me.
That's another count right there. So I think we had another count for I don't know, like a count of what you were gonna say.
Yeah. Of polls that I was supposed to make, but I never did.
That's another poll right there.
No, that's not a poll.
No, you said that. Like,
yeah, because then I said, I probably didn't even make that poll. No, because then that same episode though. But then we started talking about if we're gonna make a video game channel.
What episode was that? Episode 22?
I don't remember the number, but it was the same episode as the other one. Where did I leave my water?
Behind you.
But yeah, it was that same episode, and so that I remember I did put that poll in there.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Being out here, even though it's the scenes and the thing, these like a little cleaning. I like the environment, like the little small space. Nice. It feels nice. It feels like I'm actually communicating more with the camera than anything.
Dude, I actually, I think it's because it's closer too. I noticed because when I was looking at the little viewfinder, I noticed like it's a lot closer to us. Like it's just us in the frame. We have too much background with the other one, but I mean it makes sense because we got that big ass table. But we're still figuring shit out. Bro. Just be patient with us.
Oh yeah, excuse me.
Yo, I always remember though. At least our podcast isn't that bad. And I'm not throwing any shots at Joe Rogan, but I think it's safe to say even he made fun of it. His first episode for some reason has snowflakes falling in front of it. That shit's weird as fuck. I love Joe Rogan's podcast, but that shit's weird as fuck. I just got it just has randomly snowflakes in the video, and it's like it's not good, to be honest. And like I said, I fucking love what it's become now. So no, I just last thing I want is Joe Rogan to hear this shit and be like, this motherfucker got beef with me. Like
I don't think he would.
Nah, he's not the type of person.
Yeah, but that would be funny if he's like, yo, what the fuck is this guy?
Are you talking shit about my podcast?
Like, yeah. Look at me now.
So your shit's worse than mine. So I know, man. I know. Same.
We'll get it there. Eventually, we'll get up there. Because eventually, like right now, we're just doing small podcasts. Like we say, we just want to ramble, talk about whatever.
Yeah, like, to be honest, I know it's far-fetched, but I would fucking love to reach Joe Rogan's level like that.
You get to meet a lot of smart people. Like
basically, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like he can basically invite whoever he wants on the podcast, and most of the time, I feel like he gets whoever he wants. I don't know because I don't fucking know behind the scenes, but I feel like he can get whoever he fucking wants. Like if he just asks someone to be on the podcast,
we just gotta rearrange it where like where they both can do it. But if they find a set a day, I'm sure they'll be there. You go there.
That'd be fucking dope. I've always wanted to have like a talk show where I could just like smoke with fucking Snoop Dogg, just like smoke with like famous stoners because they seem chill as fuck. Like to just hang out with for a day. Fucking get Wiz Khalifa on here on the podcast. Just pass a blunt.
Yeah, smoke a blunt with them. Just chill, talk to them. Low-key know what they think.
That's what I get their opinions.
Get opinions of like, dude,
how they think, get inside their mind.
Dude, every time I talk to people every time I try to talk to new people, because when I work at a restaurant, I meet a lot of new people. If they open up a little bit, that's where I'm like, I open up and then I tell them what I do, what I want to do in life, and then like I always get like advice from them, and they were like, or stuff that like they've done where they tell me like, hey, if you need this, or hey, like if you ever, because I told them like I want to start like a construction company. Like I think I said that in my last episode, and we're just they're just working on talking to people on the. You can smoke this while I talk. Just talking to them, they give me like, hey, I know this person right here. If you ever need, like, if you get jobs, like, yo, he'll do it. Like, he'll get you jobs too, or whatever. Like it's connections right there. Getting people, getting to know people, and like I guess you could say like networking, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, networking. That's one reason I wanted to start a podcast. The other reason is I wanna, which is I guess also something Joe Rogan does is this motherfucker is able to just create careers. Like he's had people that like go on his podcast that have like never been famous before, and then they get known just because they showed up on his podcast.
That kind of sucks though.
I mean that's cool.
It's cool, but it's cool.
Wait, go ahead. Tell me why it sucks. I'm curious.
Okay, why you
think that.
All right.
Because I think that's fucking that'd be dope as shit.
It is cool. No, I do agree that it is cool, but it does kind of suck too. If they were trying to be, but this is on them now too. If they were trying to like not be too low key, like be low key, but still want to spread the truth, and then now they become famous and a lot of people know about them more.
That's how you spread the truth, though. You can't spread the truth if people don't know about you. People got to know about you first.
You're right.
But yeah, I got that from.
It just makes you a bigger target. That's it.
No, it does. That's just scary.
It's good, but it just makes you a bigger target.
But yeah, I mean, but you know what they say. You know, if you got enemies, it's because you're doing something right. Unless you're an asshole. If you're just an asshole, you're just an asshole. Maybe that thing's not always right.
Yeah, if you're straight up an asshole, nobody's gonna like you. Straight up.
Well,
the people would fuck with you in the beginning.
That's part of the reason why I wanted to start the label too.
Wait, I want to say something though.
Go ahead.
About being an asshole.
Go ahead, finish your thought about being an asshole.
Yeah, just straight up though. If you be an asshole your whole life, like it depends what kind of type of asshole, but like if you're being an asshole and like straight up fucked up.
So what level? It depends what level of assholery we're talking about.
Yeah. You're never really gonna get anywhere in your life.
That's facts. That's
dead ass. And the reason why I say that,
people gotta. I mean, it goes back to networking. People gotta like you for you to get anywhere.
Like, what if you might be an asshole and you might get chicks like that? Maybe. Go ahead. Some females like assholes, some don't.
I'm sorry,
but there's some females like that. There's females like that.
I know. But the
thing,
I feel like they're not worth it because I feel like you can't have self-respect.
No, yeah, you don't have respect for yourself if you're an asshole. You gotta be more.
I'm not talking about the asshole. I'm talking about the girls. The girl, you gotta the girls don't got self-respect if they're going out with an asshole.
No, but even that is true. That's what I'm talking about. If you're an asshole though, you don't have self-respect for yourself either.
No, yeah, it's both of them.
Because you can't love yourself.
That's what. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna get to. Is because you're saying like if you're an asshole, you can still get girls, but it's like the type of girls you're gonna get are girls with low self-esteem that have no self-respect, and it's like you're just asking for a relationship to not work out.
Hey, and when we say this too, we're not talking about all women, all right? But
I thought that was implied already. We're just talking about the girls that like assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought that was already implied.
I know.
I guess you gotta be clear because people get mad online.
Yeah, some people they take to offense, but just to like let it out there, like it's true though. Like women that do that, just they have no respect.
I mean, it goes both ways though. Like you say, it's definitely the asshole has no self-respect too, because you gotta have self-respect to like know that you gotta try to network, like you said, like then that whole networking and like trying to build up your network. It's like that takes self-respect and actually like having a goal for yourself, because that's really the main reason you want to network is because you want to do something with your life. Unless you're just a social person, I mean, I don't know, but even then, if you're just a social person and you got a network, you could do something with that.
You know what it is too is that I like to talk to people. I really do, but then at times where I don't know how to talk to them, where I just can't talk to them. Like specifically, I try to talk. But I don't know what to talk about. I can't think of ideas, ask questions, or anything. And I just stay there, blank, weird. I know that's the time to walk away.
So that's the time to walk away.
But I don't know. It's just
I'm
trying to get better where I can keep a conversation.
Dude, that's where I'm at. Like I don't know what you're talking about. You're social as fuck. Like I'm like that.
But that's the thing, though. People say that at work too because they see me talking to customers for a while, but then. When I see them too, I like to say hi, and I like to actually get to talk to them, like if they're like a friend. But like making like new friends and everything like that, it's weird. I don't know what it is.
I feel that because I mean that's what I'm saying. Like you're more social than me, so I feel like that's more so for me because I don't know how to talk to people straight up, and it's like you know what it is for me though, and maybe it's the same for you. Is that I don't want to get into shit because I don't know how to have like small talk. Okay. That's what it is. Like I always want to dive into like fucking deep ass conversation.
And those are the people that
some people don't like that shit. That's why I was like that's why I don't know how to start a conversation.
But that's the thing with serving too. Is like I get a lot of those type of people.
Dude, I've scared a lot of people off. Like talking some deep shit and it just got too real and they're just like nah. Like it just makes people uncomfortable sometimes. And I was like, I get it.
Or just people that just don't agree and then they get mad. There's something like that too.
I mean, it's like political shit maybe or like something controversial. But I'm not even talking about like controversial shit. I can't even talk.
Then what do you mean?
It's like just introspective shit. Just like because I used to be and I still am, but not as much as I used to be. But I used to be really into philosophy, so I would just like go into like really deep random thoughts and just like questions like what are you what are you really like, what makes you and just like these deep ass questions that people don't like. And I get it, like fucking random stranger coming up to you be like, who are you? I get that it makes you uncomfortable, but like I just dive into that shit.
That's how I
don't care, bro. Like if a stranger wants to come up to me and talk to me, I might struggle to answer, but I'll try to answer it. Like I get that it's a hard question to answer sometimes. I like deep questions. I like deep conversations, though.
No, I agree. That's the point that I think I be listening to a lot of those going to work and everything. So I know what you mean, like the whole, what is it called? The like term to like
Yeah, we're gonna hear the car.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, we definitely gonna hear that car. But car heads. What car is it? I used to have people at school that could tell what car it was just from the engine. So I don't know if you heard it, but car heads. If you're listening,
for me, it sounded like a Dodge, but who knows?
I don't fucking know. So I'm not even gonna try to guess. They all fucking sound the same to me. But car heads, guess the car. We can't tell you if it's right because Yvonne thinks it's a Dodge, but you guys can tell us. And maybe you guys know better than us. You probably do. But yeah, what were we talking about before the car?
The cycle, whatever it's called.
Self-reflection, I guess.
Yeah, but there's a word that starts with a P.
With a P.
Yeah,
psychology?
Is this
or philosophy? We're talking about philosophy.
Would it start with P or no?
Yeah.
With the philosophy,
PH.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not really good with... I could be illiterate, whatever, or... I don't even know. Like, for me, it's hard.
You're not illiterate, bro. That means you can't read.
Okay, you're right.
I can't read. You're not literate.
Okay, I can't read. But then there's words that it's hard for me to, like, pronounce.
Yeah, that's not being illiterate, bro.
Okay, then never mind. I take it back. But I do struggle in all that. Like, I struggle with reading and writing. But it's because of, like, English. Like, in the way I talk. Like, for me, it's sometimes difficult
it's your tongue, right? Didn't you get, like, surgery when you were younger?
Did it?
I'm pretty sure you did. Like, you have to get, like speech therapy.
What?
I'm pretty sure I remember. Because you had, like, your tongue was, like, thicker, I think, or some shit like that. I don't even know. I'm not going to say shit because I don't even know. But I remember my aunt, or I guess your mom, like, she took you to, like, to things, like, to try to help you with that.
What? I didn't.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
I guess you're too young, or you forgot about it. But yeah, I mean, that's probably
There's a lot of things when I was young I don't really remember.
I feel like that's the same with me.
Like, I remember some events when I was young, but then...
But yeah, that's why I never, like, said anything against it, because I know you struggle with, like, talking, but, like...
Well, shit.
I think it's just speech therapy. I think it's just, like, the practice, like, just practice it.
Maybe.
Because you can...
But then there's to a point where, like, that ass when I was... You thought,
mosquito? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Crushed them with your fingers?
Yeah, that's all I used. No.
Eat them.
No. But, like, when I try to, like... I forgot what we were talking about. Shit.
You're talking about philosophy.
No, that too, but I was gonna get...
I don't know where you were getting with it.
I was gonna get into something personal, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, philosophy is... Going back to that, I guess, is... I don't know, bro. I lost track.
You're talking about how it's hard to get into that type of conversation with new people?
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm high, too. I try to explain things, but when I explain, I'm like...
you doubt yourself, I feel like, because you be explaining it, and then you're like... You feel like you're not making sense, but I feel like sometimes you are making sense. You just...
I overthink things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just doubt, like, how you're explaining it. But
yeah,
you want to finish that thought?
A lot of people, at least I feel like when you get into philosophy, it goes into like a lot of like the way you think. That's what it is. But what it's called, it's the things that you put in your head, the things that you, what it's called, it's more what you think in your head, but like how to improve what you think, how to, like
it's about how you think.
Yeah, like how you can improve that.
Ways to think, different ways to think.
Technically, if you really wanted another word for it, which is, I guess the scientific word is that. Another word would be manifesting. Wouldn't it? Because with manifesting, some people say you gotta change your mind to think of that or do whatever.
Yeah.
So it has to somewhat.
That's kind of. I think I tried to talk about that in another podcast. And I just learned actually a new word for it. I learned what the word for it is. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna look it up for a second. I think I remember it. I'm just confirming it because I don't want to sound like a dumbass. Yes. All right. That's what it's called. It's called
another word for what?
It's called perspective parallax, which is, I learned this word from fucking Michael Knowles. So shout out to Michael Knowles from the Daily Wire, sir, for teaching me this word. But or I guess this phrase, the perspective parallax. Basically, it's when you're seeing the same thing from two different perspectives, which is kind of like what you were saying, where it's like there's the philosophy, and then there's the manifestation. Where it's like that's what I think about manifestation is like you can manifest things into life, but all you're really doing is just working towards it. Like if you're like, for example, if you want to manifest a career, like a certain career, you want to start up a business, you want to manifest that business into reality. Part of, I guess, manifesting it, and I guess, because first of all, they say if you want to manifest something, you gotta really believe it. You gotta like believe it, have zero doubts about it, right? And it is my belief that if you're gonna have zero doubts about something, that means you're gonna work towards it. That's part of working towards it, because if you're not working towards it, then why are you not working towards it? Is it because you're scared that you're gonna waste your time, or is it, So it's like it's like if you're gonna say that you believe in this business, for continue with the example that we're talking about. If you believe that this business can really exist, then take the risks. That's part of believing it. It's taking the big risks because you believe that it's gonna pay off. So it's like you really, part of, I guess, manifesting is working it. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's different perspectives, but it's different ways of saying the same thing. So that when people tell you, you just gotta get up and work for the things you get, the things you want, take what you want.
It's all in your head. Everything's all in your head.
So it's like manifestation is just like a more, I guess, spiritual way of looking at it, but you're looking at the same thing just from a different perspective.
Sorry, excuse me.
And I try, I guess, doing that with a lot of things, like trying to see the same things from a lot of different perspectives. And that's why I love these deep conversations, because deep conversations, at least in my opinion, I feel like what makes a conversation deep is when you're able to look at things like that through different perspectives. Like the other time when I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, I listen to Joe Rogan a lot. So if you hear me referencing him a lot, it's because I listen to him like pretty much every fucking day.
Shows too.
Because I be listening to him. He gets me through the fucking work day, bro. Like I'm a stonemason, so that shit's a bitch. Like, that's like it's hot as fuck outside.
3 hours, 4 hours long episode. So
that shit gets me through the day. That shit gets me through the day.
I'm gonna have to do that once I go back.
But yeah. But anyways, this one episode, they're talking about how he had this one guest. They were talking about how they think the Bible might be referring to extraterrestrials. And if we think about it with that same idea, where it's like we're just looking at the same thing through different perspectives, because I believe, like, why couldn't Jesus be an alien? So if we think that we came from heaven, which is from above, so that's where aliens come from too. It's like he's able to do things that we can't explain, so we're aliens. It's like, who's to say that Jesus wasn't an alien? And that doesn't demean. I feel like too many religious people, when they hear that, they're like, oh, you're saying Jesus was an alien? Are you trying to insult my religion? It's like, that doesn't have to demean his meaning. It's like an alien could still have a fuck ton of meaning. He could still be a meaning. I'm sorry. An
alien is just a place that's not from this, wherever that location is.
Yeah, he's just extraterrestrial. He's just not from Earth. So technically, I feel like it's not even debatable. Like technically, Jesus is extraterrestrial. Like that's not even for debate because he's not from this Earth, right? Like I guess technically, if he created this Earth,
God is everything.
But I guess you can't really be from the Earth if you created it, because you created it. That means you're obviously from somewhere else.
But if he created,
so he has to be extraterrestrial, because if he created Earth, then where was he before Earth existed? So he's not from Earth. The point is, Jesus, God, is extraterrestrial. I feel like, I personally, you don't have to believe that, but that's my personal belief.
This is opinion.
And I think religious people that get defensive about that, I feel like they're not really. They're getting too they're being reactive, and they think you're trying to be like offensive, like trying to demean or diminish, what Jesus really is. But I don't see it that way. I see it like look at it the positive way. Like, what if Jesus actually was an alien, and that just means that we have a chance to actually meet him, because that means he's actually somewhere out there and like physically. And you could actually have a chance to meet him. Like if we actually had the scientific advancements, and he could come. I mean, because there's the saying like he's gonna come back to Earth, right? Like there's that. So he's extraterrestrial, but like I'm sorry, like if they're saying like because Jesus is going to return to Earth, so it's like where is he coming back from? Not from Earth. He's extraterrestrial. It's just like you don't have to think like he's an alien like the ones that you see in movies, but he's not from Earth. He's extraterrestrial.
Isn't it like an entity?
What?
Like an entity. Isn't that the same thing?
An entity just means like a being. That can be anything. Like a creature. That's like another word for creature.
Is it?
I mean, I don't think that's like an exact synonym, but an entity that could be anything. That doesn't. That's not just aliens.
I thought it was like more like gods and all that.
Yeah, it can be like gods, I guess. Some people call like ghosts like that. Refer to ghosts as entities.
You're right. I didn't think about that. But I was going like, because when I was listening to you, I started thinking in my head too. But I was like listening. That's true too. What it's called. I do believe that there's other species, other creatures on this earth. It's just that.
I mean, the government already confirmed it.
Yeah. But like, I feel like it's been here for like the longest.
Yeah.
And if that's the case too, I feel like there's a lot of goods and there's a lot of bad ones. The good ones, they're
just like people.
Yeah, but I feel like with the good ones, I feel like they're scared to come out because they know how like the people.
There's a lot of bad people too. That's why exactly. They're probably just as scared of us as we are of them.
Because then, if they don't do it right, like it could always lead to like the bad people to them.
Yeah, I've heard like people might think like aliens because they're. I mean, if you believe in the type of aliens we see in movies, they're like so much more advanced than us. So they probably look down on us and they're like, oh, these puny humans. But do you ever do people ever like stop to think like just because they're more advanced than us, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not scared of us. Like there are people that are scared of fucking frogs. Like you see a fucking insect on the wall and people are scared of that. And we're more advanced than insects.
Yeah, we're dangerous.
we're more advanced than insects, and there's still people that are scared of them. Just because the aliens are more advanced than us, they're probably still looking at us with caution. They're still being careful around us, I'm sure.
I look and think, as a human race, I feel like human race is a dangerous race. Because like they said, we have the knowledge or the capability to always improve in life.
Yeah.
So our minds is always working, and our minds is always getting better and better. That's only if we actually try to get our minds to actually be better, or like to make it stronger or to improve it. Because what is called, not a lot of people start thinking more, like you said, more. I forget the word.
Philosophy.
More philosophy and all that, like where it makes you think. It makes you think about a lot of things, honestly.
Yeah, you know who's my favorite philosopher when I got into it was Alan Watts.
Alan Watts?
So he's a good philosopher. He really gets you thinking about life and just he gets you out of depression too. He makes you start looking at the world in a different way. And he like really he explains things in a way that helps you realize like a lot of this shit is just temporary. Like even if you're going through it right now, it's most of the time it's just because you're in a situation that you're not enjoying. You don't like the situation, but it's a temporary situation. It's not like something permanent. And I think that's something that a lot of people have to realize, because we have this idea, And it was just debunked recently, actually. The idea of depression being a chemical imbalance, that was actually debunked. The studies were actually proven to be fake. So that's actually bullshit. So a lot of people in today's generations, they think, oh, I have clinical depression. My brain is fucked up. My brain has chemical imbalances. No, there's something in your life that needs to get fixed and you're ignoring it. And that's why you're depressed. And that's the reason a lot of people get depressed. It's because there's something in your life that needs fixing and you're ignoring it. And that's the truth of it, to be honest.
It's hard to hear, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, yeah, it is hard to hear because especially if you've been depressed for a while, it's hard to even figure out what you need to fix. You become numb to like everything. So you're just like, I've been depressed for so long, like what the fuck do I even fix? But most of the time is you gotta get yourself out of whatever life situation that you're in. Something in your life is making you not happy. And that's most of the time when you're depressed. Most people, because I've been in that situation where I was depressed and I was like, I should be happy. Like I have everything in life, but it's like, do you? Because there's always going to be like things that like, are you confident in yourself? Like, do you feel comfortable being yourself? Because that's a big thing that I feel like a lot of people aren't comfortable being themselves, and that's a big thing that will make you depressed. It's just trying to be comfortable being yourself and not being worried about other people not liking what you're doing, not worried about what people think about what you're doing.
You know why it's like that though? I mean, it's not a problem unless you make it, but I feel like it is a lot to do with social media too, because a lot of social media, they see what other people see, and they think...
It's definitely social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That people see what other people see, and so it makes them like not like people, or just there's always going to be hate in the internet. Always.
Yeah. And
it's just, some people just do it for fun, some people do it because something's going in their life, so they just want to throw out hate. Whatever it is, it's always going to be hate, but like, I already forgot what I was going through this before this one.
No, you're right. It's definitely because of social media. I think it's been proven multiple times. If you want to improve your mental health, you just got to take a break from social media. It really makes a difference. So it feels like it's not gonna make a difference, especially if you're like someone that just likes to post regularly, and you feel like you're gonna feel like something's missing when you first take a break. I feel like because you're used to it, you're used to posting regularly, and you want to, but eventually you realize like how much. And even if you're not getting hate, because it's not always just hate from people online. Like sometimes you're not getting any comments at all. It's like it's not even like, or you're not getting any hateful comments. But it's you're also, even if you're not trying to, it's like a subconscious thing where it's like you're constantly comparing yourself to people who have better lives, because you're always gonna find people on the internet who have a better life than you. Like there's always gonna be someone who has a better life than you, and you're always comparing yourself to those people, whether you're doing it consciously or not. It's a subconscious thing. Do you see that and you're like, damn, that person looks fucking happy as shit.
I was gonna go into that too. I was gonna say like, for the same thing, like if people like you, because you said like if people like to post, like go ahead post. Like it's easy to say, but like when I say this is like just post. Who cares what people think, what people say, how you look, or whatever you're doing, what the action, whatever it is. Who cares what other people think? Because at the end of the day, if it makes you happy to do that, it doesn't matter. Like, why are you gonna let someone else's opinion or words offend you personally? Why are you gonna let them offend you? It's only gonna matter if you put meanings into the words. Like, if you take it in and like you do something about it, then that's when it affects it, where it does its job. But if you just ignore it, let it be, don't do anything, you'll be fine. Like, who cares what people think? Like, I tell this like to my girlfriend or whatever, like if they let them talk, let them do whatever. Just do what you want to do. If you're happy, if it makes you happy, that's all that you need to do. Do things that make you happy, and who cares what other people think? Because at the end of the day, you're enjoying what you do, and if they're gonna be complaining, they're probably not doing what they like to do, or they're not enjoying, they're not happy or whatever. Like they're being miserable, doing whatever, hating on you because you're happy doing the things that you want that because they can't do that themselves.
No, you know what really helps, like a fuck ton with this, is exposure therapy, where it's like, if you're scared to do something, you just try it. Just try it once, see how it feels. Force yourself to try it. And even if it's something little, because, bro, I used to be scared of socializing, and, I mean, I'm bad at socializing, but at least I'm not scared of it anymore. But yeah, I used to be fucking scared. Like, I wouldn't want to talk to people, because I would always be worried, like, oh, I'm going to say something stupid, and people are going to judge me. But then I started trying it, and then you realize, like, because it does happen. Like, I definitely said stupid shit where people are like, "Damn, bro, that was dumb," and it happens. But you realize, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you move on and you realize how little it fucking matters. You forget about it by the next week, and it doesn't fucking matter that shit happened. Because by next week, you already forgot about it. All your friends, they already forgot about it, moved on with their life. So same shit with you. There's little things like that. It's like, just try shit. And it's like, whatever it is, shit, like fucking bungee jumping. If you don't like bungee jumping, just try it. So,
that's the same thing what I do with food.
So if you didn't enjoy it, at least you did it.
These are for the people that are picky eaters. Picky eaters. Alright? This goes to you. I'm attacking you.
We're talking about you specifically. Talking about you, John. It's like,
you too, William.
Okay. I hope someone with those names is watching.
So, pretty much, no matter what it is, it does depend on what it really is. Like, if it's like straight up like human or whatever, like all that, I wouldn't want to try. But most of everything, if you want to like places like vacation or just places that you never seen or just whatever, always try one piece. And if you don't like it, alright, you don't like it, throw it away, don't eat it, don't order it, but at least you tried it, now you know what it actually tastes like.
Yeah.
I feel like, because what if you might say, oh, I don't, it doesn't look good, but you end up trying it, and you're like, oh shit, this is really good. And that's your new favorite dish or new favorite thing. Like, it's always good to at least try it once in your life. Yeah. That goes with everything. What he was saying, always try it once in your life, because what if you might not like it that first time? All right, that's okay. You can do it the second time, maybe, just to see if you really weren't feeling it. But at that point, you'll probably be like, all right, you start feeling it. No, but if you're not, then you're probably gonna be like, all right, I don't want to do it.
But that goes back to what we were saying. Because remember that one, what was it, hot mustard that we tried?
You're trying to steal my weed,
you remember that shit, hot mustard?
Yeah.
From that one restaurant. Shit was fucking gross.
Which restaurant?
I don't want to expose the actual restaurant's name, because we're talking shit. But there was that nasty ass hot mustard.
Where's it at though? Where did we do it?
No, I'm gonna just tell you. I don't want to say it for the podcast because I don't want to get in trouble with the fucking restaurant. Chin Chin. Remember Cafe? That was a long time ago.
Cafe.
It was. You heard the first part?
Yeah, I heard the first part.
It's by where Edgar used to work at the KFC and Taco Bell.
Oh.
Do you remember that restaurant?
I think so.
Anyways, they had a really nasty sauce. It was hot mustard. I don't know if it was expired, to be honest, because that shit tasted nasty as fuck. But the point is, I lived. So we fucking ate it. We lived. It's like, it doesn't hurt you to fucking try nasty shit.
Damn, now you're just scared of people that eat food that won't try it once. You'll be like, why if I said it doesn't taste good and I thought it didn't taste good and it wasn't my instinct. Look, if I ate that would have happened.
What would have happened? That's what I'm saying. Nothing happened.
Yeah, no.
I'm saying we lived. We moved on. We have this memory that we didn't get fucking sick. I don't know if we got sick. Nah, we didn't get sick. It was just nasty. But
probably just didn't eat it.
We forced ourselves.
Oh, did we?
Dude, I don't know why we're dumb. We all tried it. I think you were the first one to try it. I don't remember. I remember this shit so clearly, but I guess not clearly enough. But I remember exactly what happened. I just don't remember who it was. They were eating. I think it was sushi, and they dipped that shit into the sauce.
Oh, what the fuck?
Not knowing. They didn't fucking know. They didn't even try that shit. And they just ate that shit. Fucking disgusting. Split the sushi back out. And then we just fucking passed it around. Everyone tried it. Because that's what
sushi.
I think that was you. It was either you or Helio.
I do like sushi, so
I feel like it was you, to be honest. But
that's what I would do.
But yeah, I just remembered. So that's just what you do with the homies, bro. You tried something nasty, you gotta pass it around. Everyone gotta experience it now. That's how it is, bro. Yeah. So, that's just nasty.
If you don't do it, you're a bitch. Yeah. If you don't do it, you're a bitch.
Like, yo, that's just nasty. Try it.
Man, I don't want to try that shit. You bitch. Well, the bitches don't do it.
It brings you together. So,
that's how we bond.
So that's how you bond.
Oh my god.
We bond through terrible experiences.
That's what we.
It's funny, but it's actually true. Like, there's actually
Jackass.
It actually does bring people together, and that's why people in the military are like really close together. So, like, really bad experiences do bond you. So as funny as that is, that's actually true.
Yeah. So fuck off.
Yeah. So fuck off. We're not being toxic. It's like, bitch. It's like, start getting toxic as fuck.
Maybe a little.
But yeah. This is completely off topic, but I did want to say this in the beginning of the podcast, and we kind of just derailed. But when I was saying, like, part of the reasons I wanted to start this podcast was to help people get big and, like, help people make careers. I think that'd be fucking dope as shit to help, like, just talk to someone and help them, like, kickstart their career. Because that's what Joe Rogan's done for a lot of people. But, like, another person that has inspired me, and the reason I wanted to start up the record label, and was Dr. Dre, because that
inspired too.
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I was listening to Dr. Dre the other day. Like, I went on Spotify and I started playing his list, like just on his page, and I noticed it just plays all the music he's produced, not just like his music. So you start hearing like basically a bunch of like old school like OG rappers. Like you got Snoop Dogg on his beats, you got like Eminem, and like I look back and then I'm like, Dr. Dre Dr. Dre basically was OG hip hop. Like for a long time, like Dr. Dre was the genre, was the one. Yeah, like he fucking owned the whole genre basically. Like he was producing all of the genre, like all the good beats. Like I'm sure that dude was like owned like at least half the top 40s at some point. He was like on the top 40 tracks at some point. Dude. I'm not just making that up. I don't know. I'm just, but I feel like it's not. Don't hold me to that. But I feel like someone's gonna be like, you were off by one. He only had 49. So he only had 20, 19. I'm top 40, right? 19. I'm thinking top 100. I don't know why. 49. So
so you'll be what, top 41?
No, but I was saying, I feel like he might have been like he might have had like half of the top 40 songs, because he when he was producing, like he had Eminem, he had like Snoop Dogg, he had 50 Cent, he had like a fuck ton of like the OG rappers. So like he basically made all these people's careers like by kicking off his label. At least that's the way I see it. I don't fucking know. I don't know behind the scenes any of that shit.
The reason why he wants to do this is because he's trying to build up his own record label.
Well, yeah, but the reason I want to do that is because I personally know a lot of people that are talented.
Well, I'll be right back.
Like
so that we can start this shit out. Keep talking to them.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I was just saying. Like I personally know a lot of people who are talented. So like I would fucking love to be in that position where I'm just like, yo, you're talented. I'm gonna make you famous just because I can. So I would fucking love that, because I feel like I know so many people that deserve to be recognized for their talent, and I just feel like they're not gonna get there because shit takes a fuck ton of time, and a lot of people don't got that fucking time. People want to work and shit. I don't fucking blame you a lot of people give up on their dreams because of that though. Because you don't got time to work on it. So you working, you got other shit going on. And it's hard to do it when you don't have any connections or anything big, especially if you're trying to do it in like the music industry where you have to have connections to like the big names if you want to like, you know, make any big progress, because you're not going to get signed onto any big labels like that, like unless you know people or if you're really that talented. But that's really rare. Like you got to be like fucking best, the very fucking best, and that's not gonna happen for most people.
You know what I want to do, but I haven't really been. I never told this to anybody. It's only to a couple, but like what I really envision, where I really want to have, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have like my own thing that. Because like he said, he wants to help people in that situation, music, people that he sees talent that know they can do things and provide that for them. Same thing goes with me. I want to be like that, but with other stuff, like more like entrepreneur, like business wise. Like I want to be able to help them with all the, because technically label and all that is still business wise too. But like in like other places, it can be like starting up in like construction, starting up in like online stuff. Like I don't anything like that I can help him to get more income.
You want to be the next Gary Vee. Same.
Yeah.
You know Gary Vee?
Yeah.
I fucking love him.
I like it too.
That dude's so
That's true what he says though. You gotta really have someone do all that to actually get.
Did you ever listen to his story about his about the Jets, the New York Jets? Yeah, he was talking about like when he was a little kid, and he first got into football, and he first got into like football through the New York Jets. That was a team that he liked, but he was poor as a kid. And, you know, like his family could only afford, you know, like what they needed. So they couldn't afford to buy him like a real jersey. But when he told his mom that he wanted a jersey, she started knitting him a jersey. And she knit him a jersey for the Jets because she couldn't afford it for him. So just break from the story. That's a fucking great mom, by the way. Shout out to his mom. That's a great fucking mom.
That is a great mom right there.
But anyways, he's telling a story about how that happened. And so now that he's successful in life, he said his goal, and I don't know how old this video was. Maybe he's already done this shit. I don't follow football that much, so maybe he already owns them. But he said his goal in life was to own the New York Jets. He wants to buy the whole team and just own the whole team, because he wants to go from not being able to afford a jersey to being able to afford the whole team. And I thought that was a pretty inspirational story, to be honest. Like from going to not being able to afford like just a shirt to having enough success and enough money to own the whole team. I mean, that's pretty inspirational.
That is really inspirational. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if he does own the Jets, but that'd be pretty cool.
Well, I'm rooting for him if he doesn't yet. I hope he gets them.
Do they cost?
Not that my
couple $1 billion.
Not that my encouragement means shit to him, but I hope
you never know. You never know. He appreciates his fans. He loves his fans too. Why wouldn't he support you? We're not supporting you, but like
I'm supporting him. So he just gotta appreciate it. So,
yeah, exactly.
So he's not gonna know that it's there, but it's there. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna DM him. Say, like, yo, you don't know me, but just know. I hope you get the team. You come like, who the fuck are you? No, he's not like that. He's cool. Did you see that one video where he choked out his fan though?
No.
That was pretty cool. That shit caught me by surprise.
He choked him?
Yeah, he choked him out. And that shit surprised me because I didn't expect it. But
why?
His fan was a little, I guess, too energetic. And I think Loki, I think is, I think he misinterpreted what like his fan, because if you watch the video, his fan he was really energetic, and he was like going like this, and he was getting like too close to Gary's face. I feel like Gary felt like he was trying to like fight him or some shit, but he felt bad. Like he because I mean you gotta watch the whole video. It's actually pretty touching. What happened was this fan went to Gary Vee with a comic book because he wanted to get like he just wanted Gary Vee to post it, to give him like a shout out. And Gary was like, "Nah, I can't do that for you because you have to have an actual game plan." It's like me giving you a shout out is not going to do anything. Like, do you actually have like people that like publishers lined up? Like, do you have an actual, a plan for this? Because me giving you a shout out is not going to do anything. So he basically turned him down. Because he's right. Like,
he's right. Yeah.
It's just a shout out by itself. It doesn't do anything.
But it still doesn't give you the motivational or you're gonna just for him. Does that mean you're gonna take action? Probably not. It's still probably gonna make you just like stand there and you're gonna probably do the same thing over again. It's up to you if you're gonna.
You gotta do your own. I feel like you gotta do your own promotional campaign too. I think that's what he was trying to get at. Is like you can't just ask for a person to shout you out and then just think that it's gonna like work like that. You have to promote your own shit and like just like work hard on trying to get there yourself and don't ask for a handout, because that's basically what he was asking for. Is in a way asking him for a handout. It's like, yo, can you help me out? And I don't have anything to offer in return, so I just want you to do this for me. So it's like, and he got mad because he was like it takes no effort. But I think it's more about the idea that he was trying to get across. And he
got offended?
Yeah, he got like low-key a little mad. Yeah. Not Gary, his fan.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He got offended? Alright, but then that's on him.
Well, he wasn't like trying to fight him either. He was just like, he was just blown, I guess.
Wait, is he the one that got,
he got choked out.
Oh, shit.
But I think Gary felt bad for him because after he was leaving, he went running to get him, and then he talked to him, and he gave him advice. And that's when he gave him the advice. He was like, yo, you got potential. You just gotta actually work hard. You can't just tell me, because he actually ended up reading the comic after. That's why I fucking love Gary Vee. Like he's real about it. Like when he actually does care about his fans. Like he's not just saying it just to say it. Like dude actually took the time to read his comic book.
What was this after?
This is an old video, to be honest. It was like years old.
Years. You want to see the video?
Yeah. Imagination.
Imaginations.
But him and Joe Rogan give me the same vibe. They give me the same energy.
Oh. Him and Joe Rogan?
Yeah. It's just good vibes all around.
Who are we talking about again?
Gary Vee.
Oh, yeah, right.
You high?
Yeah.
Does he have an episode on Joe Rogan? That'd be a good episode.
I think he does.
I need to go look for that. I feel like that would be. If it
Dude, Joe Rogan has a lot of episodes with a lot of people.
Oh man, I'm hit.
Like the people that we like to should watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has everyone.
Yeah, he has everyone. Yeah, he has
not everyone. Just he has everyone. I like that though. I like that. Because the other day, I
said that.
I enjoy listening to some episodes, even if we're talking like to people that I don't necessarily agree with, just because you get to hear their point of view and how they think, and it's helpful as fuck.
That's why I like to do this too, because I like to get new people and see how they really think in life. We can have discussions, not arguments.
Or you get to see how lazy they are too. Yeah. Some people don't think, and you get to see that too when you talk to them. And you got to see like, oh, you're an actual you actually like to think for yourself, or you just like to not think and just do what you're being told. I guess you're just a follower, I guess.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Well,
yeah. Because there's some people that like you ask them to explain why they have an opinion and they can't. It's like if you can explain why you have a certain opinion, then it's like why do you have it in the first place? So if you don't know why you have it, then why do you have it? That doesn't make sense to me.
But there's times where people want to explain it to you, but they don't know how to explain it to you. Or maybe they have a social whatever sometimes some people they want to explain something, but then at least When I say some people, I guess it could be with me.
You can usually you can walk people through it though. Like when you're asking for an explanation, you just have to ask questions. It's pretty simple answers usually. Because it's like, I mean, I don't want to get too political.
What up?
Because we're about to end this shit.
It's okay.
So we can save it for another topic. That's
we can end it off like
because we can save it for another topic. I don't want to get too much into it.
All right, let's give them
and then like get ramped up, you know, get revved up into another conversation.
Let's give them a little teaser for the next episode.
All right, little teaser for the next episode.
Give me a second.
No, bitches. That's nah.
Hey. So that's how he feels.
So that's my politics. Y'all are bitches. Every single one of you. Myself included. So we all bitches.
Pull out the camera back too. So. The little like I said, little teaser.
No, I mean, I say that as a joke, but I'm actually kind of serious. Like this, you know, like these newer generations, we all got anxiety for no reason. That's not political. I lied. I'm not going political right now. I really don't want to get into that shit because I feel like I have too much to say, and we could talk a whole hour into that. And
I got something to do. Say something too. Y'all bitches.
See, he agrees. See,
yeah, I agree because. I have my opinions on things too, and there's things that I will say that adds on to what we eat, so that affects that too. Like,
no, but I was saying that as a joke. Too. Like, I was saying that as a joke, but in all serious, there is some seriousness. Like, there is some truth to that because this generation has a fuck ton of anxiety. Like, we're all fucking scared of shit. The other day, I was thinking about like most of us are like I guess. Not most of us, because sometimes I'm included, but I try not to be. But we be getting anxiety. We be getting anxiety about the most basic shit.
Yeah, that is true. Like, they really do.
Like you about to go into a new job interview? Oh, I'm fucking nervous as shit, and I'm here thinking like, why? Like people back then, like I try to put myself in the position of like soldiers in D-Day. Like, do you think they had a fucking space, like, fucking to be having anxiety? Like, if you're scared of fucking going into a job interview, imagine going onto a boat, crossing a fucking ocean, going onto unknown beach that you've never fucking been before, knowing damn well you might die because you're getting shot at by enemies. Like, that's fucking anxiety. Like, we're little bitches. Okay. We're straight up little bitches. Like, this whole generation is bitches. Like, we're all bitches.
Alright. Well, I guess I was going to say something else about the episode that we're talking about, but I feel like that's a good ending just for the teaser.
That's a good ending. We're all bitches.
Yeah, that's a good teaser.
Alright. Can I put it?
No. Yeah.
I'll put it out here.
But, should I say what I wanted to say during the other? Like,
just finish. Alright. Say what you want to say now.
I'll say this. Life is like a cycle. I seen this from a person too. I forgot his name, but it's
like life is like a cycle.
Yeah, like the season, like the season of life.
Oh, the camera's off. Yeah, I was gonna say the cycle of life.
So pretty much what I mean with that is like you know how usually it's hard for me to explain this, but like usually it's. Not usually, but see, short and quick. Spring is to harvest. Fall. Sorry, fall is to harvest.
Yeah.
And during that point in life, harvest is like, even in real life, like fall is to harvest. That's good. Like that's when you're like.
That's when you're doing good. So being successful, you harvesting, you're reaping all the goods.
Maybe, yeah. Is
that what you're trying to get at?
Maybe.
So I gotta finish your metaphor for you?
Probably. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit, I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it. But what it's called? And the main one I wanted to say was winter. Winter, like even real life and like in actual, like your mindset. Winter is a time where we can have heavy winters, we can have like short winters, like winters that it's not gonna be like really strong. It's gonna be winters that are gonna be stronger.
Yeah.
That goes into life as well. Like there's gonna be points in life where you're gonna get a lot of opportunities. You're gonna get a lot of moments, but it's always, and this goes again. It's always good to try it because during those times, the moments you're improving, trying to look for things that you want. I've got lost in track, but I'm gonna continue. Like pretty much, you get. I don't know why I can't say it in my head. I can say it perfectly in my head, but I can't say it out loud.
That's because you're questioning yourself. So if you could say
I
it,
just forget. I did forget.
Alright, but we're talking about winter.
Yeah. But I'm trying to think of like the actual video and the quote and the person like that I was watching it from. But it's pretty much like winters. There's always gonna be hard winters and more weak winters, and that can happen in real life too. Like it's because we experience, even if you do it by year or how you want to do it by, there's always gonna be places where there's opportunities, and like the opportunities, like it's always good to take the opportunities or do whatever, because like any opportunity comes in. And so what is called when this is when we go into spring. You know what? Never mind. This is I forgot. I legit.
It was a good quote, but we don't remember it.
All right. I'll tell you guys this. I'll tell you guys the next episode. We'll start it off like that, and then we'll go into the.
So we'll find the quote, and we'll get back to you next week.
Sorry, I tried, but I just don't remember.
He decided. So, yeah. All right. Thank you for tuning in.
This is Ramblings in the Basement.
Yes, this is Ramblings in the Basement.
Peace.
Peace.